Hi, this is Jason Epp with PTCI, and today I'm here with RJ Vaughn, who is a captain and a paramedic with the Guymon Fire Department. RJ, we appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, RJ, I think you said you've lived in Guymon most of your life. How long have obviously this is a passion of yours, how long have you been with the Guymon Fire Department?
So I started as a volunteer in 2008, and then in 2010 I became a paid guy, worked up through the ranks and became a captain.
Well, and as we were talking earlier a little bit, we were, PTCI through the Foundations of Rural Service was able to find money through a grant to help with a very important project that the fire department has put on. And of course, it wasn't just PTCI that's helped make this possible. Tell us a little bit about those who've helped make it possible and also this project.
So this project, we do what we try to get out in the community as much as we can. The Farm Bureau used to bring a smoke trailer is what we call it. It's pretty much just a travel trailer that's rebuilt kind of into a house. We would teach kids all the way from pre-K all the way to 6th grade, depending on their age level. We teach them fire safety in, bedroom safety, kitchen safety, living room safety, and then just all around general fire safety. We all know kids, if you have something to show them, it holds their attention a lot longer. So I came up with this idea, maybe we should just build our own smoke trailer. So we got with a local volunteer here, JJ Palacios. He owns Palacios Construction. He said he would donate the construction of the building or of the trailer, and then we would just pay for labor. So going on from there, we had lots of ideas. I wanted to throw more technology in it. Being in the 21st century, I mean, you need technology in there. Yes. So I got with PTCI, and then that's whenever we were able to find this grant. We worked through it. PTCI, they extremely helped me out a lot. Ended up getting it. We got a $5,000 grant for technology. So that's going to be used for computer systems, electrical systems that can be all ran by tablet, and everything like that for the smoke trailer. A lot of other people that are all local, because I have been trying to keep it local. So we've had like Joe's Custom Concrete has donated. Casey Roshaw from Lumber Mart has been very gracious in what he's done. And then, of course, PTCI and then Seaboard has donated, and also Tri-County so far. So all in all, we have a great start to it. We're actually about to start the building process within the next few weeks. We do have a deadline with the foundation's money, but we're all about hitting deadlines, so we'll make sure we get that.
And Guymon being a unique place in that, we're the first place that a lot of people from all around the world end up, in that the on-hands training for children is important of all ages. They learn great that way, but also the fact that we do have such a language barrier here with kids who come in here who may not know English at all. It's even that more vital that you guys are able to do the hands-on approach and have them walk through it. In this house, I know you were describing it earlier, kind of walk us through this house that's going to be built. Okay,
so it's going to be a 2-story house. It's going to be 12 foot high, 8 foot wide, and 28 foot long. We're going to start off, you go in through the entrance and the exit will both be on the same side for safety. So we'll have the kids enter, and as soon as they enter, they'll enter what we call the living room. That's where we'll teach the kids fireplace safety, not to put aerosol cans next to a fireplace, stuff like that. It'll also have a phone in there. That way we can teach kids how to call 911. With PTCI, we've been setting up it's almost going to be like a direct line. So whenever the firefighter that's teaching those kids actually picks up the phone and dials 911, it'll just go straight to the next room, where another firefighter can answer that and act like an operator and say, 911, what's your emergency? That way kids can see a visual and an audio to get, we don't call 911 for this, this, or this, and if you do because you have an emergency, this is what you're going to hear. So they'll hear that. We also have bilingual firefighters. That way, if you have Spanish speaking or anything like that, we'll be able to teach them too. From that room, you'll go through a hallway and you'll go into the kitchen. In the kitchen, we're going to have a sink, we have a toaster, a microwave, regular outlets, stuff like that. So we'll teach the kids, you know, not to put cords inside of the sink with running water, not to try to get toast out of a toaster with a fork, not to put aluminum foil in the microwave, and then we'll throw some little things at them. For instance, we'll hide a gas can underneath the sink and see if somebody happens to find it. We'll also teach them fire extinguisher safety, of how to actually put out a fire, and of course that's age-based. We probably won't do that with preschoolers, but 6th graders get to do fun stuff like that. We'll also teach them whenever you're cooking, so if you have pot handles and everything, make sure your parents are turning them in. That way, you know, if they have any little brothers or sisters, you don't want them knocking over that pot handle and knocking hot water all over them. One thing that I am going to incorporate into the smoke trailer though is we're going to put a TV inside the kitchen, but it's also going to be able to kind of be seen by the living room, and it's going to have, going in with our bilingual firefighters, we're going to have like a little script that we kind of go by, and we'll have pictures and also the words of actually what the firefighters are talking about in a different language on the TV. That way those, you know, Spanish speaking only or anything like that, they can read it too as we're talking if they don't understand very well. So then we'll go up the stairs and we'll go into the bedroom. In the bedroom, that's where we're going to teach the kids, you know, make sure you're sleeping with your door closed, but then what a smoke alarm actually sounds like. So we can set off a smoke or a fire alarm and then make them escape. Now the cool thing about this is it's all going to be digitally ran by a tablet. So VIP Security, which is another one of our sponsors, they're going to go in there and they're going to pretty much make it a smart home pretty much. So we hit a button and then smoke machines are going to go off, and through the vents we can fill that whole trailer up with smoke. That way it allows these kids to actually get down on the ground, do what we're telling them to do, you know, stay low, and then escape out, go to a meeting place, and then make sure whenever they're out they stay out. So it's very cool. I'm very excited about it. I'm already ready to see it done, and we haven't even got to the building stage yet, but I'm already really excited for it. So.
Well, and it is a great tool to be able to teach young children like that. I mean, it's already a tragedy for somebody to lose a home, but a far greater tragedy if a child or another human, you know, a grown adult even, was lost in a fire. Yes. And just the ability to, if that was to happen and one of those kids was there in a home, that if they could think back on what happened in that moment, and not only for themselves, but maybe even for another adult in their family, to help them know what to do in those situations too. Yes, could be life-saving. And that's what you guys are in the business for doing, right?
It is, yes sir. We are in the life-saving business, but also we do have a firefighter here now that he was in grade school whenever this program first came out for Farm Bureau, and he's now a firefighter for us. Because he went through it so many times, he just absolutely fell in love with the fire service. So now he came in. So it's not only just education to save your life, but you may also find a career in it.
Well, that's awesome. That inspired him for his future career to find his passion and want to save lives as well. One of the other things I wanted to talk a little bit about is PTCI is also a part of AT&T's network with FirstNet, which after 9/11, they found that after that major tragedy, that terrible event that the United States was hit with, that one of the problems was that first responders couldn't communicate with each other because there was no dedicated cellular service for that, and everybody in that situation is obviously in a panic trying to call out to let people they know they're okay, or people from outside are trying to call in to try to get a hold of somebody that they know that possibly might have been in that area that day and everything. So if tragedy, a major disaster was to strike here, you know, because of this, there's dedicated spectrum for first responders. What does that mean for the Guymon Fire Department and emergency services, and obviously police as well in this area?
Yes, sir. So an open line is very crucial. Whenever we have a major incident happen, like you said, everybody's trying to, you know, call their loved ones or anything like that. But we all have 2A radios in our vehicles, but they don't always work. You get really windy days or anything like that, which out here in the Oklahoma Panhandle, that's every day. And it's, yes sir. So it's very hard to keep those open. So if we have an open dedicated line just for first responders, that makes things so much easier for us to be able to get personnel where we need them, the correct apparatuses where we need them, to be able to save more lives entirely in the whole scheme of things.
Well, so much of that is, it's not just having the right equipment and the knowledge, but it's also being able to get there in the amount of time that you need to, especially when you're dealing with fire or explosives or things like that. Timing is so much of that, being able to get there, get in there as quickly as possible. So, well, PTCI is very proud to be a part of that. And RJ, we sure appreciate your time today. God bless the fire department here in Guymon. We appreciate everything that you guys do, not only working to keep us safe, but also working to educate people so that they can keep themselves safe as adults, but also as children.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all. We thank the Guymon Fire Department once again for everything they do, and look forward for everybody out there to see this smokehouse when it's finished. I'm sure they're going to have an open house where they can show it off to the community. Thanks again.
Thank you.
You know, speaking of good partnerships, PTCI being a locally owned business, actually owned by our customers as a cooperative,
Yes.
Loving to do business locally with other local businesses. And of course, Texoma is the latest town to have fully fiber optic internet throughout the town and everything.
Yeah.
And of course, I know you're kind of an old school guy when it comes to, you'd like to have your buyers here in the pen, but as the world continues to change, it's probably nice to have that available to you.
Yeah, it's a marketing tool for our internet. We're broadcast over the internet every week. Our auction goes out over the internet, and it's another marketing tool that you know, we're trying to do the best thing we can to market people's cattle, and we deal just in local cattle, and so we're trying to do the best we can. We don't sell a lot over there, but there are opportunities there, and we do some business, but I still like to have people in the seats. Yeah. As far as the fiber optics, I actually live in Felt, Oklahoma, and Felt, Oklahoma's had fiber optics a long time. It's one of the first, and so I get to brag a little bit when Texoma just got fiber optics, and it's been great. It's sped our thing up. Our able to broadcast, it's a lot faster speed. Those guys were great to work with. Anytime I have a problem, I can call them and somebody will be here just immediately. They are really have been good about keeping us up and running, our whole phone system and internet system.
Well, that's good to hear. We love to hear those things, that people are happy with our service, and hopefully we feel like we try to hire good people and make sure that they're taking good care of their customers. And you know, really, that's just that's not a PTCI way. That's really an Oklahoma Panhandle way of doing things out here. So you hope that most people do. So.
Yeah, you bet. It's really fortunate to be in this part of the country and have companies like you guys and people that were doing business with the locals and providing a good service. It's very nice to be here.
Well, Clay, we sure appreciate your time. We thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for everything.
You bet. Clay Myers with the Texoma Livestock Auction. Hi, I'm Jason Epp with PTCI, and today we are in Laverne, Oklahoma. I'm here with Helena McLaurin, and she is with Parkview Point Senior Living. Tell us a little bit about what makes Parkview Point special and how you take care of your residents.
Parkview Point was established to be a place where people could come enjoy their senior years without the stress of living at home. A lot of the times as people age, having to do their own cooking and cleaning, yard work, house maintenance, that can be a real burden and really take away from the joy of those senior years. And so Parkview Point was built to be a place close to family and friends where they could come enjoy the freedom of being in their retirement years without the stress and worry of managing their own home. We have a lot of different activities we like to do here. We are thankful for PTCI and our amazing internet connection, because we've been able to really stay connected with the outside world at our facility through our different streaming options and also through Zoom, telehealth medicine, and everything like that.
Well, Helena, we sure appreciate you joining us here today and telling us a little bit about Parkview Point. And folks, we just want to reiterate that you know, if you have a parent that maybe you're concerned about them living on their own, that maybe they're getting to the point where maybe they need a little help, you might want to consider Parkview Point. We've been in this facility before, not today obviously, but in the past, and it is a beautiful, very warm and inviting place, so you may want to consider it. Or maybe you're at that age where you're saying, it might be time for me to look for some assistance with this. Parkview Point may be a place that you want to look at. So, Alina, once again, thank you again for telling us a little bit more about your great senior living facility here.
Well, and thank you. You guys have been amazing to help us get everything transitioned during this period. So we appreciate PTCI and all they do for us as well.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time, if you are able, we invite you to please stand and face the American flag for our beloved national anthem.
And we welcome you back to Boomer Fieldhouse here on the campus of Woodward High School in Woodward, Oklahoma. Jimmy Peck Court is where the action will take place. This is day 3 of the Class B Area 1 tournament. One final spot on the girls' state tournament. One final spot in the boys' state tournament. On the line today, the Leedey Lady Bison and the Beaver Lady Dusters get ready to battle it out. These two met just a couple of games ago in Leedey for the regional championship. Leedey on their home floor defeated Beaver 64-52. Now here on a neutral court, they'll meet again after Beaver got here by defeating O'Keene. Then Arnett. Leedey got here after a loss to Forgan last night in the area championship. So now we'll give you the starting lineups for wearing the visiting uniforms. Leedey, we'll go with them first, ranked 2nd in the state, 21-4. Their starters, a senior, number 0, Kinsey Danielson. A senior, number 3, Carly Danielson. A sophomore, number 14, Riley Gore. A junior, number 23, Kenna Silas. And a senior, number 25, Dallas Gill. They are coached by Luke Broadbent, assisted by Clint McClendon and Tim McDonald. The starters for Beaver, a junior, number 10, Mallory Schlesman. A senior, number 15, Zoe Weaver. A junior, number 20, Kirsten King. A senior, number 32, Sid Looper. And a senior, number 34, Jaden Mills. Schlesman drive, puts up the short jumper, no good. King tips it outside, but Danielson there to grab the rebound. Beaver comes in with a 12-6 record, their head coach, Ginger Looper. She's assisted by Amy Weaver. Ball on the wing, Gore to the block, puts up the floater along the baseline. 2-0 Leedey. Full court pressure by the Bison. Weaver with the ball. Up to Schlesman, back to Weaver across the timeline. She finds an opening, dishes it across the lane to King. Little bit too far out in front of her to grab. Ball back over to Leedey. Ball on the wing to Kinsey Danielson. Gill hands it off to Carly Danielson. She'll put up the three. No good. Schlesman with the rebound on the backside. She'll leave it outside for Looper. Over to Schlesman on the right wing. Gets the screen from King. Pulls up free throw line. It's good. Tied up at 2 apiece. 6.5 left first quarter. Carly Danielson all the way to the hoop. No good, but does draw the foul. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. Foul will go on Schlesman. That will be her first, team's first foul. In and out on the first. In and out again. Schlesman brings it up. Over to Weaver. Screen from Mills. And that's going to be a foul on Danielson. That will be her first, team's first foul. Looper with the ball out top. Picks up her dribble a little early. Gets it safely over to Schlesman. Tried to get it inside to Weaver. Ball thrown off of Danielson. It will stay with Beaver. Smart play by Schlesman. Really had nowhere to go with it and was well covered. Hard contact, no call. Leedey comes away with the ball. Carly Danielson at the free throw line, leaves it short. Ball out of bounds, back to Beaver. Two minutes in, Schlesman brings the ball up. Pass intercepted into the lane as they tried to get it to Weaver. Gill grabbed it. Kinsey Danielson with the ball now, brings it back up top. To Gill, back outside. Three-pointer is up. No good by Silas. Rebound on the backside for the Lady Dusters. Schlesman in the lane, back to Weaver. Steps in the lane, puts up the short jumper. It's good. Beaver with the 4-2 lead. 5 to play first quarter. Kinsey Danielson at the point. Gore back to Kinsey Danielson. Looked at the three. Steps back out for it. No good. Weaver with the rebound. Brings it across midcourt all the way to... She'll back it out now outside the three-point line. Looper, deep three from the top of the key. It's good! 7-2 the lead for the Lady Dusters. 4.5 left first quarter. Carly Danielson looked at the three, passes it up. High post to Gore. Outside to Kinsey Danielson. Now to get in the post to Gore. No good. Looked like one of the Lady Dusters may have gotten a piece of that one. Schlesman pulls up, drains it. 9-2 now the lead for Beaver. And we've got a timeout on the court with 4:05 left first quarter. Lady Dusters up by 7.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply. Hey, y'all got math problems in Leedey. There's no way that's 200 fans. Out of the timeout, Leedey with the ball. Gore will bring it up. Now over to Carly Danielson, drives to the block, puts up the layup, no good. And they'll say jump ball. Arrow points in favor of the Bison, so they'll maintain possession. Into the corner, Carly Danielson. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by King. Long pass ahead to Looper. Pulls up for 3. Left it short. Carly Danielson with the rebound. She'll drive all the way to the block. Blocked by King. Weaver with it now. Leaves it outside for Schlesman. She'll drive in the lane. Loses control of it. Gore comes away with the loose ball. Kinsey Danielson almost lost it there. Looper couldn't quite grab the steal there. Kinsey Danielson at the point. Back to Carly. Now back to Kinsey in the paint. Gore puts it up and in. 9-4 with under 3 left first quarter. Full court pressure again. Looper up to Weaver. She'll drive in, pulls up for the short jumper. Can't get it to drop in. Kinsey Danielson. Rebound on the backside. Leaves it for Carly Danielson. Skip pass wide open in the corner is Silas. No good. King with the rebound on the backside. Looper on the left wing. Now to Mills, looks to go baseline. All the way in, lays it up and in. 11-4 now the lead for Beaver. Beaver started well in the regional championship game against Leedey as well, but Leedey eventually took that one over. Shot up and good by Gill. 11-6 now the score, 2 left first quarter. Looper. Mills has it punched out, and that's going to be a foul on Gore. That will be her first, team second foul. Schlesman, and it knocked away momentarily, gets it to Weaver. Looper for 3 in the corner, off the front of the rim, ball loose on the floor. Carly Danielson comes away with the rebound. She'll bring it across midcourt. Back on the wing to Kinsey Danielson, and she'll set it up at the midcourt circle. Now down to Gore, puts up the shot, gets it to go, and that is going to be foul number 2 on Schlesman. Team's second foul, but both of them on Mallory Schlesman with 1:18 left in the first quarter. Free throw is good as Gore converts the three-point play, makes it a 3-point game. Weaver, and that's going to be a foul on Gore. That will be her second. So both teams, key players with 2 fouls apiece early on. Schlesman outside to Mills. Drives all the way in, lays it high off the glass, no good. Gill with the rebound. Under a minute left, first quarter. Carly Danielson to Kinsey. Kinsey on the left wing. Broadbent calling out the play he wants. And he'll back out to the midcourt circle. Looks like they may hold for the final shot of the quarter. And a Beaver team that hardly ever substitutes probably welcomes the extra rest. Clock now at 20 seconds. Now at 12. And here they go at 10. Double screen, ball into the corner. Silas for three, no good. King with the rebound to Weaver, 2 seconds. Puts up the shot from midcourt and well short. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Beaver Lady Dusters lead the Leedey Lady Bison 11-9. Beaver will have the ball to start the second quarter. Some of the other Panhandle teams that will be playing tonight, 2A Regional. It was in Fairview, moved to Okarche. Hooker girls will take on Luther at 6 o'clock. Backdoor pass. Schlesman misses the layup, but Danielson on the rebound was standing out of bounds, had a foot on the line, so ball will stay with Beaver. And then the Hooker boys at 8 o'clock will take on Morrison, trying to move to the 2A area championship game. Ball safely outside the mill. She'll drive in, loses control of the ball, and jump ball. Arrow points in favor of Leedey, so they'll take possession. Also, Texhoma, their boys will take on Calumet for the final spot in the Class A area tournament over in Enid. Nice pass over the top from Danielson to Gore. We're tied up at 11. And also here, remember, Tyrone takes on Leedey on the boys' side after this one. We'll have that one here as well. Weaver spins, kicks outside. King for three. Off the back side of the rim. Rebounded by Gill. Gore out top with it. And that's going to be a travel. Ball back over to Beaver. Weaver with the ball to the free throw line. Back outside to Schlesman. She'll give a screen for her. Pulls up from 15. Can't get it to drop in. Tipped by King over to Weaver and up and in. 13-11 Beaver. Carly Danielson comes off the screen from Gore. Back outside. Schlesman steps in front of that pass. Ball knocked out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Schlesman. Carly Danielson puts up the shot. Weaver blocks it. King grabs the rebound. Weaver will bring it up. Mills pulls up from 10, in and out. Weaver with the rebound, misses the putback. Ball still loose on the floor, grabbed by Gills, tied up by Schlesman momentarily. No jump ball call there though, and Leedey comes away with it. Ball to Gore, back outside to Silas. Now, Kinsey Danielson out front. Back to Carly Danielson, over the top. Gore blocked from behind by King. Ball stolen away by Gore, and that is going to be a foul on Mills. That will be her first, team's third foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls apiece. 5.5 left here in the first half. Beaver clinging to a 2-point lead. Carly Danielson drives, kicks across the lane to Gill, lays it up and in. Drew the defense over. Got the easy assist to Gill. Weaver puts up the 3, left it well short. Rebounded by Silas. Leedey with a chance to take the lead. High post to Gore. Hands it off to Danielson. Back to Carly Danielson. Now Gore drives to the hoop, lays it up off the glass. No good. King with the rebound. Weaver brings it up, over to King. Now to Mills, back to King. Leaves it for Weaver. Looper, baseline shot by Mills, missed everything, ball loose. Carly Danielson there for the rebound, up to Gore. Cross the lane, Gill with the shot, no good. Looper will be called for the foul, that'll be her first. Team's fourth. Gill will go to the line for 2 shots. Gill misses the first. 4:10 left here in the first half. And misses the second as well. Weaver with the rebound. Schlesman has it stolen away. Carly Danielson with it. Passes it over to Kinsey Danielson, who misses. They get the rebound though, back out front. 3-pointer blocked by King. Weaver with the loose ball. We're just past the midway point of this second quarter. And King will be called for the travel. Ball on the wing, now into the corner. Gore with it. Now Kinsey Danielson out to Carly Danielson. Looked at the 3, now she'll back it out to Kinsey. Back to Carly, and she'll be called for the travel. Ball back over to Beaver. 3:24 left in the half. Still tied up, 13 apiece. A trip to the big house on the line. Pass to Schlesman, back to Weaver, back outside, Mills for 3. Off the front of the rim, Schlesman with the rebound. They'll say jump ball, stay with Beaver. Pass in the lane. Mills has it but lost it. Jump ball. Now arrow points in favor of Leedey. Under 3 minutes left here in the half. Gore with it, misses, gets her own rebound though. And a second foul will be called on Mills. Team's fifth foul, 2:48 on the clock. They'll inbound to Gill. Now over to Gore, down low to Carly Danielson, back outside. Kinsey Danielson over to Gill, back to Kinsey. Three-pointer is up and good. Leedey takes their first lead in quite a while at 2:30 left to play here in the first half. Weaver with the ball out front. Now over to Looper. Into Schlesman on the block. Shot is blocked. Weaver knocked away momentarily, but Carly Danielson able to get it back. And she'll hold outside as they set up their offense. Backdoor pass knocked away by Weaver. Gill saves it from going out of bounds. Gore drives to the hoop. High off the glass, no good. King with the rebound. Outlet pass to Looper. Looper picks up her dribble. Over to Schlesman. Now to King. Looper to King. Back outside to Weaver. Mills back outside to Looper. Ball tapped out by Leedey. It will stay with Beaver. Gore will check out of the game. Silas checks back in. We missed the senior, number 15, Rianne Mann. She had checked in earlier. Into the paint to Schlesman. Turns left-handed. Gets that one to drop in. It's a one-point game. Schlesman with 6 points to lead all scorers. Under a minute left in the half. Drive to the free throw line by Silas. Now back outside. Kinsey Danielson over the top. Carly, actually that was Mann with the ball now. Drives inside, back outside, now back to Mann. Or to Silas, actually. Kinsey Danielson will reset it at the top of the key. 30 seconds left in the half. Looks like they may try to hold for the final shot. Clock at 12. They'll start at 9. Carly Danielson comes out the screen. Three from the top of the key. No good. Rims out. Schlesman with it. And the long shot is no good. We head to the half. The Leedey Lady Bison lead the Beaver Lady Dusters 16-15. We'll be right back with the second half.
At PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply. Hey, we get it. You need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you or visit us online at ptci.net. Some restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Jason with PTCI, and today we are at the offices of Panhandle Services for Children, and we're talking with Destiny Traylor, who is the Chief Executive Officer of this charitable organization. Thank you for taking time to talk with us today, Destiny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, Destiny, I know that your operation has been around not too long, but for a little while. Tell us a little bit about the history, and then also just the different services that you provide for children in the Panhandle, and also for families as well.
Okay, so we have been around since 2012, so we're not very old. And we are one of 39 youth service agencies statewide, where we are a part of a statewide network, but we're the only ones local. So we serve all 3 Panhandle counties, and we provide services anywhere from counseling to educational programs in the schools and here in the office, and even foster care.
Well, and you mentioned foster care, and I know that that's something that's near and dear to your heart, and really this whole organization's. Tell me some specific stories maybe that have been very heartwarming and touching for maybe you or just the other people that work here, and how it's affected you.
Okay, well, foster care is really an amazing program that we have here, and I'm very proud of it because we have a lot of adoptions take place, and we have had more adoptions take place than even some of the bigger agencies downstate. So that has been really amazing to see, because you get to see everything from start to finish. So you get to see those kids be removed and the horrible situations that they're removed from, and then everything in between the removal to the parental rights being removed, and then the adoption taking place with the family that you've been there from step one. And it's just really amazing to see that.
You also mentioned your classroom, which we're real close by here.
Yes. Tell
us a little bit about the services you provide in your classroom.
Okay, so our educational programs are anything from anger management to parenting classes to It's My Life, which is a program for first-time offenders or kids that are on the end of getting in trouble a little bit and need some help that way. So we can do any kind of educational program that's needed. We also go into the schools and teach life skills to all the grades in the school. And really anything that's a need, that's what we're here for. So if somebody has a need in the community, they can contact us. We can develop that program and try to meet that need.
Well, and we've also talked about, just like you said, you cover all 3 panhandles, so you cover a enormous coverage of area, probably larger than I imagine anybody else in the state. Probably, yes. Probably at least double the size of anybody else, I would imagine. So also. Typically, those who downstate look at us out here and they don't necessarily think we're up to date on technology. And I know you've mentioned in the past that you guys have had some situations where they didn't think that you had access to those things, but with partnership with PTCI, you're able to take care of these things a whole lot better than maybe they thought.
Yes, it's always really funny because we contract with state agencies in Oklahoma City and Tulsa area, and they hear Guymon and they think, well, that's in the middle of nowhere. And so they're always concerned about our internet access and our ability to transfer files and different things like that. But we have PTCI, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, and I know that I've heard you mention before that if you didn't have those things, you were expected to get into a car and drive 5 hours basically that moment to take care of those situations, and
yes.
So it is very beneficial to be able to have that. So
yes, it is.
Well, with PTCI knows that you guys just provide an incredible service here, and we're glad that the cooperative wants to help our local families and local businesses and things like that. So to know that is provided, that you guys don't have to make those midnight runs like that as much, right. Especially in a field that is so important like that, where you are talking about children who have been in traumatic situations that are being removed, and their whole lives were a mess before. It's still very topsy-turvy through that, so I'm sure that's very comforting to you guys as well.
Yes, it is, and really it's all of our programs. So counseling and education, because of the situation that we're in with COVID, we've had to do a lot of telemed services. Well, PTCI has been a huge help with that as well, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to see those kids. And we're able to see them on the computer with the high-speed internet access, and it helps all around.
Well, Destiny, I guess the other thing that I would ask you to tell any of our viewers about are, you guys are a charitable organization, if this touches somebody's heart, if they're interested in maybe fostering, adopting, or just maybe even giving a financial gift to your organization and everything, what would they need to do?
I would say that there are a lot of different ways that you can support us, just like what you mentioned. You can become a foster family. If you're in need of our services, you can just contact us. We have a website. It's www.panhandleservices.org. We also have a Facebook page, and our phone number is everywhere, so you're welcome to call us anytime and we can help you with whatever you need.
Once again, Panhandle Services for Children, and maybe they can be a help for you and your family, or maybe a child that you know, but also it might be an opportunity for you to impact your community or a child's life in a great way. So, Destiny, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we're about a minute away from the restart of the game. So back here, Leedey leading Beaver by 1 point right now. Mentioned that the Hooker girls are also playing their regional championship. That game was moved from Fairview to Okarche today because Fairview had some issues with the electricity there and didn't know when it was going to be back on. They did get a little bit of a late start, though. They started at 6:30, kind of giving especially the Hooker people as far away as they had to go, an extra hour of driving, a little more time to get there. Early on, Hooker trails Luther 3-0. Was just under 5 minutes still to play in the first quarter. For the Lady Dusters, their leading scorer right now, Mallory Schlesman, has 6 points as they've spread the scoring out pretty well. Schlesman, though, 2 fouls, as well as Mills also with 2. Leading scorer on the other side is Gore with 9 points, and she's got a pair of fouls as well. Beaver with possession of the ball to start the second half. Ball down low to Mills, blocked out of bounds by Gore. Beaver will inbound underneath their basket. Pass to King. Picks up her dribble, back outside to Mills, who looks to drive. Comes out the screen from Weaver, picks up her dribble. Tries to get it to Weaver. Weaver in the lane, outside. She'll be called for a double dribble. And ball back over to Leedey. Kenzie Danielson with it out top. Gets it on the wing to Mann. Actually, that's Silas. These black numbers on green jerseys are hard to read up here. Carly Danielson with it out top now, guarded by Weaver. Back on the wing to Silas. Skip pass back to Silas. They'll leave it for Carly Danielson. Now back outside to Gill. Kinsey Danielson with it now. Wide open on the wing as Silas puts up the three. Long rebound grabbed by Kinsey Danielson. Her bank shot no good. Ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be tied up. Arrow points in favor of Leedey, so they'll keep possession. Ball tapped by Looper. Couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds. So it will stay with Leedey. They'll have Gill inbound this time. And that's going to be foul number 3 on Schlesman. Team's first foul of the second half. Backdoor pass. Gore lays it up and in. Leedey's lead now up to 3. 6.5 to play here in the third quarter. Weaver at the free throw line, back outside to Mills, pulls up for the 15-foot jumper. It's good. Back to a 1-point game. Danielson with the drive and a travel call. Ball back over to Beaver. Checking into the game will be the senior, number 25, Autumn Hindergart. As King will get a rest. That'll leave Schlesman out there with 3 fouls. Looper gives it to Schlesman. Pulls up from 15, no good. Rebounded on the backside by Kinsey Danielson. Up ahead to Carly. Drives free throw line, back outside. Kinsey for 3, misses everything. Gore tried to save it from going out of bounds, but stepped on the line. Ball back to Beaver. 5:48 left here in the third. Lady Dusters just down by 1, trying to make it back to the big house. It's been a few years since Beaver's been there. They'd like to join their neighbor, the Forgan Lady Bulldogs there. That'd be 2 teams from Beaver County, and Mills is going to be called for the travel. Ball back over to Leedey. Kinsey Danielson with it now on the wing. Back outside to Silas, gets the screen from Danielson. Shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Mills. Schlesman will bring it up. Looks to drive to the block, puts up the short jumper. No good, rebounded though, kicked back outside. Schlesman saves it from going over. Looper there as well as Weaver. Gets it safely over to Mills. Now back to Weaver. Weaver has it punched away from behind, and that will be a foul. Foul will be called on Carly Danielson. That'll be her second. Team's first foul of the half. 4:45. Pass to the block. Hindergart in the lane, no good. Weaver saves it, but stepped on the line. Ball will go back over to Leedey. Carly Danielson, back to Kinsey Danielson. Ball to Gill on the wing. Now to Gore. Gore drives. Shot no good. Gill with the rebound. Cross the lane and dumped in by Silas. 20-17 now the lead for Leedey. Silas's first points of the game. Schlesman outside. Shot is up from 15. It's good. Back to a 1-point game. That's 8 for Schlesman. Carly Danielson with the drive. Kicks it outside to Gore. Now Kinsey Danielson sets it up near midcourt. Gill with the ball at the free throw line. Gore with it now. Drives. High off the glass. No good. Weaver with the rebound. She'll bring it across midcourt. Gets it to Looper. Baseline shot. No good. Couldn't quite get it to drop in. Long pass ahead. Silas puts it up and in. Back to a 3-point game with 3 left here in the third. Three-pointer from the top of the key. It's good by Mills. And we're tied up at 22. That's 7 for Mills. Ball outside to Gill. Now over to Kinsey Danielson. She'll pull up long 2 and drains it. 24-22. Looper brings it up for the Dusters. Gets the screen from Mills. Double team. Gets it back to Mills. She'll pull up from 7. No good. Kinsey Danielson with the rebound on the backside. Over to Carly. Long pass ahead to Gore. Intercepted by Schlesman as she tried to pass it across to Gill underneath for the lay-in. And Gill steps in front of the pass from Looper down to Hindergart and gets the steal. Screen by Gill for Danielson, and she'll draw the foul. And that is going to be number 4 on Mallory Schlesman. 2 team fouls in the half. Carly Danielson in and out on the first. And Leedey has struggled at the line today. Mann into the game. Also in for Beaver, a senior wearing 00, Devin Porter, as they'll have to take Schlesman out for a little while. 1.5 left here in the third. Ball to Porter, back outside to Looper now. Drive, shot is up, good, and a foul as well. Mills will go to the line with a chance for the 3-point play. A foul is called on Mann. That is her first, team second of the half. Mills converts it, and she's got 10 to lead all Lady Dusters in scoring. Carly Danielson back outside, too strong, turnover back to Beaver. Ball on the wing to Weaver. Now to Mills. Looked at the 3 and going to be called for the travel. Defense caused that as she moved into the passing lane. She wanted to get the ball back to Weaver. Under a minute left here in the third. 1-point game. The winner advances to the state tournament at the Big House. Kinsey Danielson on the wing with it. Now the opposite side. Gore drives in, kicks back outside. Kinsey Danielson with it again. 31 seconds in. They'll move back to midcourt and hold for the final shot again. I think this is something that makes Looper happy on these, is her team getting a little more rest. One of her top players on the bench with 4 fouls. 12 seconds. They'll go with 9. Gore with it. Dribbles, stolen away, gets it back, no good. Weaver with the rebound, puts up the long heave. On line, but a little short. We head to the fourth quarter. The Beaver Lady Dusters lead the Leedey Lady Bison 25-24. And so we are ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Beaver with a 1-point lead and possession of the ball. Checking in on the Hooker Lady Bulldogs. Close to the end of the first quarter there in Okarche. They trail Luther 6-5. Weaver with the ball out top. Drives, gets the screen, kicks out. Looper for 3 from the corner. No good. Long rebound, chased down by Weaver. Back outside to King. Looper, another 3 up. Left it off the front of the rim. Danielson with the rebound. Back the other way. Gore puts up the 3. It's good. Leedey retakes the lead, 27-25. Inbound pass, and ball will stay with Beaver. Foul is going to be on Carly Danielson, her 3rd. Now Looper with it, gets it across midcourt. Drives all the way to the block, puts it up, no good. Rebounded. Ball knocked out of bounds by Weaver, and Silas had that rebound and tried to get it out to Danielson, but it was knocked out of bounds by Weaver. Carly Danielson at the point. Backdoor pass to Gore, up and in. 29-25 now. Looper with the ball, up ahead to Mills across midcourt. Shot up and good by Mills. She's got a dozen. Timeout on the floor. 6:38 left. Beaver trails Leedey 27-29.
We get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply. And we are back out of the timeout. Beaver got a basket there, called the quick timeout. Checking back on Hooker, trailing 6-5 at the start of the second quarter. They're trying to get to an area championship game with a win tonight. The Hooker boys will follow by playing Morrison. And right here after this one, the Tyrone Bobcats. They'll take on the Leedey Bison for the last spot out of Area 1 in Class B. Ball into the post to Gore. Faces up, goes baseline. No good on the shot. They'll say she was fouled on the floor. And looks like that may be 3 on Mills, and it is. Team's 3rd foul. 6:18 to play. Ball into Gore, puts it up. It's good. 31-27. Weaver up ahead to Schlesman and fouled as Gore tried to go for the steal. She'll be called for her 3rd. Team's 4th foul. Weaver out top with it. Looks to drive to the baseline. Gives it up. Mills for 3. Rims out. And a foul will be called on King. That'll be her first. Team's 4th foul. Carly Danielson walks it up. Outside to Silas. Around back to Carly Danielson. Down low. Shot is up and good by Mann. Ball inbounded to Weaver. Cross midcourt. Drives all the way in. Backs it out. Now gets it to Looper. She'll bring it back outside. King with it now. Leaves it for Schlesman for 3. Left it short. Rebounded and put back up and in by Mills. She's got 14. And we're back to a 4-point game with 5 minutes to play. Silas with the ball. Gives it up to Kinsey Danielson. Now to Carly Danielson. Dumps it down low. Shot blocked by King. Schlesman gets the loose ball. Now back to Weaver. Chance for Beaver to make it a 1-possession game here. Over to Schlesman on the wing. She'll drive baseline. Short jumper is good. Back to a 2-point game. Kinsey Danielson with it. And that's going to be a travel call. So Hindergart will check in for King. And Gill checks back in for Leedey. That last basket by Schlesman put her in double figures with 10. She'll have to be careful at the defensive end, especially though with 4 fouls. Backdoor pass, Schlesman off the glass, in and out. Weaver with the putback. That's 6 for Weaver, and we're tied up at 33 apiece. Carly Danielson kicks it outside to Gore. She'll come off the screen, drives in the lane, puts it up left-handed. And the foul call. Fifth team foul. That is number 4 on Mills, so some serious foul trouble for Beaver here late. Free throw is up, rattles home. Gore with 19 points now. 3:46 left to play. Make that 20, and Leedey leads by 2. Schlesman brings it across. Gives it up to Weaver. Drives in the lane, loses it. Ball goes to Looper though. Drives in the lane, puts up the floater, left it short. Kinsey Danielson comes away with the rebound. Mills cuts off Gore's drive. Timeout on the floor, 3:18 to play. Leedey leads Beaver 35-33. And we are back. Leedey ball, leading by 2. Well, inbound underneath their own basket. Ball inbounded to Gore. She'll take it to the high post, back outside. Carly Danielson over to Kinsey. Now to Gore, puts up the 3. No good. Ball out of bounds, back to Beaver. A chance to tie or even take the lead with 3. Over at Okarche, Hooker leads Luther now 12-8 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Weaver with the ball. Gets it down low to Schlesman, pass too strong. They're just a little out of her reach, but last touch by Danielson. It will stay with Beaver. Mills looked at the 3. Now to Schlesman. Puts up the shot, left it short. Weaver saves it. Mills saves it from going out of bounds. Back to Weaver in the corner. Comes off the screen, dumps it across. Carly Danielson with the steal as she stepped in front of the passing lane. Now Gore with the ball out top. Guarded by Mills, picks up, backdoor cut. Kinsey Danielson up and in. 37-33, that's 7 points for Kinsey Danielson. 2:10 left to play. Schlesman back outside to Looper. Into Weaver. Has it tapped away by Gore. Ball goes out of bounds. So Beaver will inbound underneath their basket. Under 2 minutes to play. Inbounds pass stolen by Gore. Gets it over to Carly Danielson. Four-point lead for Leedey. The winner headed to the state tournament, and a block foul called on Looper. I think she was kind of desperately trying to get the charge call, but couldn't get that. That's her second, team 6th foul. Looper had a hand on that one, but we've got a timeout on the floor. 1:31 left to play. Leedey leads Beaver 37-33.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply. And we are back. Leedey ball. They lead by 4. 1:31 left. A trip to the big house on the line. Timeout once again as they're getting close to the 5-second call. And we are back. Leedey inbounding once again underneath their own basket. 1:31 left to play. Long pass in. It's caught by Gore. Back outside to Danielson. Now Kinsey Danielson with it. Ball back to Gore at the high post. She'll drive to the block, puts up the shot. It's good. And draws the foul on King. That will be her second, team's 7th foul. So Gore at the line with a chance to make it a 7-point game with 1:19 to play. And she does. Schlesman quickly up the court. Mills for 3, it's blocked. King able to get a hand on the loose ball. Now a tie-up. They'll say arrow points in favor. Hindergart will come in for King, who is limping off of the court. 40-37 the score. Ball in, Gore with the ball. Brings it across midcourt. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Schlesman. Brings it up court. Drives all the way up, lays it up and in. And timeout on the floor with 53.4. Beaver trails by 5.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
We get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply. So out of the timeout, it will be Leedey ball. They lead by 5. Checking in over at Okarche. Hooker leads Luther 19-12 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Ball inbounded to Danielson. Gets it over to Carly Danielson. Back to Kinsey Danielson. And a timeout on the floor with 46.3 as he knew there was a chance they may get a 10-second call there. Back out on the court, both teams 46.3. Leedey leads by 5. Beaver's going to need a turnover here quick. Ball into Carly Danielson. Gets it across midcourt. Not ball. Now over on the wing to Silas. Ball knocked away, but Kinsey Danielson comes away with it. Ball tapped away. Schlesman with it. Drives to the block, puts up the shot, can't get it to roll in. Rebound. Kinsey Danielson with it. Ball knocked away, and they'll say no, a travel call. Ball back over to Beaver, 18 seconds left. There's still a chance for the Lady Dusters, but they're gonna have to get a quick basket. Weaver brings it up. Now over to Schlesman, deep three, off the front of the rim. Ball out of bounds, and it will be Leedey ball with 9.2 left. Ball in, knocked loose. Kenzie Danielson is fouled by Looper. That will be her third. They'll walk to the other end. The 1-and-1. Misses the front end. Mills with the rebound, quickly up to Weaver. Across to Schlesman, puts up the three. Misses everything, and that is the game. The Leedey Bison have defeated the Beaver Lady Dusters 40-35. They'll have the trophy presentation here momentarily as Leedey will head back to another state tournament. Beaver ends their season 12-7, but what a run in the playoffs. Both of their losses in the playoffs in the regional championship and then here in the area consolation, both of their losses to Leedey in close games. But just a fantastic job this season by head coach Ginger Looper, her assistant Amy Weaver, and just the whole Lady Dusters bunch as their season ends here in the area consolation finals. Hey, that's not it though. Stick around. The Tyrone Bobcats, they've got a chance to go to the state tournament too. They'll be taking on the Leedey Bison here at 8 o'clock. Just before we leave, until that time, I'll update you. Hooker now leads Luther with less than a minute left in the first half, 22-12. We'll see you back here at 8 o'clock.
At PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply. Hey, we get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you or visit us online at ptci.net. Some restrictions apply.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you.
From all of us at PTCI, thank you for choosing to do business locally. We continue to offer you great deals like 1 month free cell service when you add a line or you're a new customer. We know the holidays are here and PTCI wants to help. Help you save money. Save $600 on the purchase of a new cell phone. Once again, thank you for choosing PTCI, your local small business cellular provider. Some restrictions may apply.
Click ptci.net for details today.
We get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.